Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Wedding Chatter with Laura from Emptage Photography and myself, Stephanie from Sprightly Events. Today we're at Hauser Hall. We want to show you this adorable little venue, about 10 minutes outside of Waterloo.
St. Clements.
There you go.
Yeah. And you've worked here a fair bit.
I have been here quite a lot. It is one of my favorite venues. It is a very do-it-yourself venue, so a wedding coordinator or planner is a great thing to have here. You could probably talk a lot about the lighting for photos. We can get to that.
Yeah.
Let's show you the space. So once we walk up the grand entrance, we lead into the ceremony space as well as the dancing area and sometimes the cocktail hour area. This is it. It's got these massive windows.
Yeah, that's fantastic. The amount of light that's coming into here will make like really nice photos.
Yeah, I can just imagine from like a photographer's perspective what these windows do for
the lighting.
So
No,
it's
a big
beautiful.
difference.
And they're clean windows, they're not stained glass, so you're getting nice natural light in here.
Yeah.
Traditionally, this is where the altar would be for your ceremony, and then the room is usually filled with folding chairs that Hauser Hall does include for you.
Okay.
So they're tucked away right now, but those chairs are here, so the chairs would all be set up, and then you'd walk in from those stairs down the aisle up to the ceremony space.
Yeah. And then these chairs here. What
Yeah,
happens with
so
these?
all of the furniture you see here today does come with the space. So I have seen these chairs used for ceremonies, some of them just used at the front, some along the side. I have seen people just push everything off to the side and just use the folding chairs that they include for a
I think
ceremony.
they're super cute. Like if you're having 20 people, you could just use those chairs only.
Right, a small wedding.
Super cute.
Over here is the bar.
Yeah.
It's the only bar in the hall, so these tables can kind of be configured around to make it however works for you. You do bring in your own bar here.
That's nice.
Yeah, sometimes your caterer can handle the bar for you. Other times people are more than happy to get their own bar staff and their own alcohol and do the bar themselves.
Yeah, and that's budget friendly, right?
It really helps with your budget if you're willing to do a little bit of extra work to do the bar yourself. You're going to save a ton of money. But again, you do have to bring in your cups and your ice and
your smart
everything.
serve
Yes, you have to have that and an SOP and things like that. So there's a little bit more a special occasion permit for alcohol.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a little bit more involved with doing it yourself, but
more work, but less expensive.
It saves a lot. We just went down the grand entrance stairs and we're going to enter into the dinner area of Hauser Hall.
I love this.
Isn't it such a completely different space?
Yeah.
Like upstairs is white and bright and down here is kind of like dark and moody.
Super
and like,
romantic.
Yeah, it's a whole different feel down here. Someone once told me that the ceiling reminded them of the Titanic, and now it's all I think about when I come here. It does. I feel like I'm watching the Titanic.
But the light and the reflections of the chandeliers on the tin roof, that's like great ambience. I love that.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. From a photography perspective, would it be hard to shoot in something like this?
You would just need to be competent in low light photography.
Okay, yeah. And I would say maybe bring in some candles to add a little bit more light.
I would definitely be bringing in candles. That would just add atmosphere to the photos.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice too.
that would be really nice.
The windows open and close, and so at night, usually when I'm here, the light's a little bit darker because we're not usually in here during like high noon.
No.
It's usually more of like 5, 6 o'clock, so the sun's kind of setting. Behind us is the catering area, so these curtains are usually closed for dinner. Catering is usually going in and out of these to serve. And there is a bathroom down here. The 2 main bathrooms are upstairs, so guests kind of have to go up and down throughout dinner. But if somebody really needed a bathroom down here,
It's accessible.
There is one down here,
Yeah. What about the tables? Tell me about how you've seen the tables set up.
Yeah, so the tables and chairs again come with the space, which is super amazing. And I've seen them kind of every different way that you can imagine. I've seen them how they are today. I've seen them set up in a long row. I've seen them in a big U shape. I've seen them pushed together. Like there's just so many ways you can kind of configure these tables. It's just a matter of what works for you.
I'd love to see them in the long row.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful anyway down here. It doesn't need a ton of decor, which is nice.
What I really like is like a lot of the furniture in here is to the era of the building.
Yes, they did a good job with kind of keeping some classic pieces and antiques and creating that kind of feel, but not having too much. yeah, it's just really nice space. I usually block off the stairs at the top, and I block them off back here because it's like the staff use it.
This is the staff entrance.
Yeah, it's like if catering's working down here and they're doing a cocktail hour, they'll come up here, serve around out there.
But that's nice because it doesn't interfere with the guest entrance.
Right.
Yeah.
And because catering's so tight down there, I try not to keep 100 guests going in and out up here, right?
Yeah.
So I do try to close that area off.
Yeah.
The kitchen. Coming in behind the ceremony area on the main floor are the 2 bathrooms as well as the small kitchen. So it's not a kitchen you can use to serve an entire meal. However, your caterer might use it to finish some hors d'oeuvres or do some small things like that. And there is a fridge and a freezer for your alcohol to keep it cold and ice for your freezer. But yeah, like as you can see, it's just kind of a really small little kitchen. It's good to, store your cake or your cupcakes if you need to. And then, like I said, just finishing some small items.
So Hauser Hall is in St. Clements, which is about 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, is it even 15 minutes? I'd say it's maybe 10 minutes outside of Waterloo.
Yeah.
But
Small
yeah, I
community.
guess it could be 15 minutes, depending where you're coming from. Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. We really enjoyed having you out at Hauser Hall today, and I hadn't seen this space yet, so it was great that Steph knew a lot about it because she could show me around. And thanks for tuning in to Wedding Chatter, and we'll see you next time.
Sounds good to me.